brought this topic up, and the reason why she phrased it like this in particular is because she coaches a lot of women. And so she put in there and said, I guess they was just chatting up under the comments. I'm confused as to how we're taking this video as an opportunity to attack one another. I'm all about healing the mind, changing behaviors, and restoring relationships. This post is to make you all aware of how platforms and people can influence you negatively. Certain platforms are keeping you oppressed. Don't turn this into an argument. This is not to wage a war between men and women. So I know I was getting some DMs and they was concerned about how it was for women, right? But this is how she did. And then she also added that I haven't addressed men as much as I used to simply because many women come to me with their problems more. I'm a woman, so I can help women see themselves more. I can't control how men respond. I try to keep things neutral. I don't really like to even single out genders, but sometimes I have to. Men and women are out of control, but women share more, so it allows us to speak on the behaviors more. When I play this video, she is going to be speaking to the women, but I also want to flip it so whenever you respond, because we see men doing this as well on these platforms, right? They are encouraging men to exhibit certain behaviors. So I just want to have a balanced conversation. I want to get both sides in it. And I'm going to go ahead and put this video so we can rock out. Cool? All right, here we go.
I want love. Here's my problem. How do you want love from a man, but you follow platforms that are structured on the demise of relationships and they push the ideal of misandry? How do you follow platforms of women who hate men? They hate the male sex. But you say you want love from a man and you say you want relationships. I know why many people are doing this. I understand you're trying to embrace the feminist ideals, and I'm not against that. But embracing feminist deals does not equate to shunning love from men, and that's where the disconnect is. I want a man, but I'm going to surround myself and open up my spirit to women who hate men, to women who don't have the same desires as me. You want a man, but you're rejecting all forms of love and companionship from them. Make that make sense. Come on, stop following these misandrists. They're not going to get you anywhere, especially if you are wanting companionship, you are wanting that community, you are wanting love. They're not getting you anywhere, honey. And please understand that not all men are toxic. They don't all follow this toxic masculinity, and not all of them follow these destructive patriarchal norms. Many of these pages, they're keeping you single because they're projecting their negative experiences on you. But I hope this gives you all something to work with. I wish you all the best, happy healing, and happy, healthy relationships. Bye, babies.
All right. If you desire to be with a man, you can't be against men or absorbing content from people who are. I'm going to go ahead and start with you, Hank. What are your thoughts about this, sir?
Well, I mean, I totally agree with him. I mean, you know, I don't understand why a lot of these women do that, and like she says, watch that other that bullshit. Yeah, if your ass want to be a goddamn bulldagger, I understand. Then you are in the right place. You watching the right type of material. You are involving yourself in all the right things. Y'all can go be married, little twat eaters, if that's what you want to do. So be it. But if you want a man, why would you want to watch that shit that's going to poison your mind or even poison the water you trying to drink out of? Yeah, that don't make sense to me, man. And a lot of them women who are doing that, more than likely they probably more than likely bulldaggers themselves, and they trying to draw you into the fold. Now they trying to get you in that little fraternity of girls, and now you're all clammed up and hugged up together. But in the back of your mind, you still desire of a man. But you let this other woman pull you in. Now you doing what you do now. It don't make sense, man. We seen that shit in real life, unfortunately. A woman who desired a man at one time, but all of a sudden a certain individual got a hold to her and turned her straight the fuck out. It's over for them heifers. Let them be.
All right. Go ahead, James.
Oh man, honestly, I think both sides that they let the pride get in the way, and a lot of these conversations we could have had a lot of middle ground on, But instead of it's always a fear tactic on why, oh, I can't get married because this is going to happen. She's going to take all my money, or they're going to say, oh, they're going to cheat on me. Then you show them the stats about basically cheating the same, and you ask guys, hey, have you ever got cheated on? A lot of guys in the room are going to say, yeah, I have, and then the women are going to say that, yeah, they have too. So now but it's still going to be like, oh, he's still going to do this. Or if you say like, hey, they're going to take all my money. All right, how much money did your ex-wife take from you? Or who do you know that got money took from? That most people are not going to be able to say that. They're just going to say something about an entertainer that it happened to, right? But we're not those people. So I think a lot of these conversations is messing up the foundation of the family, and we more focus on having the conversation rather than doing the work. So we talking about it's like starting a business, and you got all these damn business plans, but you ain't got no process of what you're gonna do, or you ain't got no property, you ain't got nothing. So, and a lot of these people that be talking this stuff, you ask them, hey, how do you have a stable relationship? They can't tell you. You know what I mean? It's even, I even seen people they bashed the person religion that they believed in, and they were still following them. And I'm just like, damn, so you don't must care about the religion you have, and because you still following this person that just bashed your religion. So it's kind of like, what morals are they going to lead you to? If y'all morals are not lining up, how can they teach you something, right? Because I can tell and say, hey, I don't agree with this, but bashing it, that's when it's a big difference, right? You can say, hey, I don't agree with that because of this and this and that. All right, cool. But when you start bashing, I think that's when you take it to another level. And I think I had one thing. Oh, and also it's going to be hard for you to be able to give that person a fair chance in a relationship. So if how can you say, hey, I hate men, and then you say I love men at the same time? How can you give them that fair shake? And I think that's what we do. We do need is grace, and a lot of people are not willing to do that, because in a relationship, your wife gonna mess up, the husband's gonna mess up. But if you were like, oh, I knew you was gonna do this, I knew you were gonna do that, then your relationship is over. So
I'm gonna go to you, Nelson. And one of the things that I've seen on both sides is that usually the reason, the inspiration behind the energy is from hurt or somebody's scorn. It's typically a story. If you ask them, well, how do you feel it? How do you feel this way? Why do you feel this way? And it's because they was hurt. They was hurt, and then now you're seeing a different person. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to speak to that. And I've actually seen I see some men that actually hate women.
Yeah, I mean honestly,
I'm only saying that because I was just shocked. I was just listening, because sometimes I just peep around. I'm like, damn, I never knew this person really hate women.